All right, time for a block 3 recap for the Seminoles. We only got one game in, Labor Day weekend. You can see the date here. Labor Day weekend. People are busy, so me and Massey were not able to get in that game. We'll get it in this week. Both had a lot going on. Life is life. But we were able to get one in against Virginia. And I know I said in the last video that I improved to 3-2. It's actually 2-2 on the season, so we break even. But we are 1-0 in conference play, and not too shabby. With that said, let's take a look at what's going on with the team and what we can look forward to eventually in block. So we'll start with the team stats. Starting to look a little bit better in point. 104 over 4 games. I mean, I guess that's better. That's 26 points a game. Is trending up. We're going to have to score more points, that's for sure. Defense, hopefully, will continue to play well. We're going to have some tough offenses coming up, so they'll be tested for sure. Been outgained in first downs. Total yardage, we jump ahead now. 1482 versus 1405. Not going to pay attention to the NDL rank until after block 4. Rushing, 600 yards through 4 games, $150 a game. I'll take that. 879 over 200 per game, 220-ish, like a yard short of 220. I'll take that. And then third down, completing at a 55% rate, like that. Fourth downs 2 for 4. That TD interception ratio in the red zone 7-2. 3 turnovers on the season, so less than 1 per game. That is perfect. And return yards or whatever. Passing, run. I said I wanted to get it closer to 50-50. We're working there. 51 to 49. Love to see it. And overall, defensively, 76 points per game. So less than 20 points per game. 19. First downs, 68. Offense, and we're defending the run better this season. About 75, 78 yards a game. Trying to do the math in my head. Passing, that's where the ball is going to get moved the majority of the time. Third down percentage, over 50. We like to get it to 45. So 17 to 33. Again, the TD interception ratio, the same, 7-2. Don't like that, though. Those fourth downs, red zone. Like it. 4-6 turnovers, so +3 through 4 games. And then the pass rate of our opponent, 55-45. I would like the opponent to pass more, because if they're passing more, that means we're probably going to give up more passing yards, more dangerous in terms of giving up a big play, but more opportunities for interceptions. Much easier to get an interception than a fumble. So we'll take what we can get. Look at the again through 4. Mr. Tommy, 69 to 94. Completion percentage 73.4. Close to 900 yards. TD interception ratio 6-3. So that 3 TD game against Virginia puts him in the positive. Hopefully he'll stay there the rest of the way. On the ground, the 2-headed monster. Williams having to work harder for his yards. You can see averaging 7.7. Sawchuck, definitely a difference maker. A lot of big plays with him. 5 20+ yard runs. Less than half the carries. Maybe Gavin might get some more carries going forward. Something to think about. Other guys chipping in as well. In the receiving game, got a group of guys over 100 yards. Webster out the backfield. Our top 3 receivers, McCoy, Robinson, and White, and Pittman at 139. White, big game for him, which is crazy to think. He had just 3 catches in the game, but 2 touchdowns, 80 yards. Starting to become a factor. Love to see it. Hopefully, it is a sign of things to come. The offensive line, Leonard, Pettis looking good. Both double-digit pancakes, no sacks allowed. Defensively, Kirkland still leading the way in tackles. He's got 30. Wilson with 26. Again, when people are passing more, you're probably going to have your DBs making more tackles. Nicholson with 24. In terms of sacks, nice to see some numbers up here. The game against Virginia certainly helped. Jackson, 2 sacks, a sack, and then 2 half sacks against Virginia. Altogether, we've got 5.5 on the season. Progress. We will accept that. In terms of interception, 4 players. Nicholson with 1, and then Kirkland and Brown both 2. In terms of forced fumbles, we got the 1 by Kirkland. Did not recover it. And then kicks. Weinberg 2 for 2. Holmes, not a factor in the kick return game, though he did have 2 punt returns that were productive. Sorry, 1 punt return that was productive. And I believe Lucas had 1 as well against Virginia. So that was a huge help in kind of getting us going early on in that game. Then we have the team sheet. So with 4 games under our belt, strength of schedule is at 86. Offense power rating 94, defense 35. Opponent record is 38. Combined opponent record is 38 and 22, so that's good for 63%. Quad 1 and 2 are 0 1, 1 and 0, and 3 and 4. Obviously, at the top 50, 25 Massey. If we're losing quad 1 and quad 2, that's right. Rank 1 and 1, because we have a win against Georgia when they were number 7. I like here that it shows what they are ranked when you were playing, so you know what their rank was for that block, as opposed to on the regular schedule, like Miami's 19th, when in actuality they're a 21 when we play them. And then 2 and 1 versus P4, 0 and 1 against the lone G5 team boys. 0 and 2. Got to get that turned around. Can't have a bad season at home. And it's probably going to dictate our season. We're going to get that in a minute on why that is the case. And then points for. That game against Virginia gives us some breathing room because it's pretty much neck and neck. So you can see up to Virginia, that's where we have played. Opponent Massey rating. We've got a big game against Miami coming up. Big game against Pitt coming up. Wake Forest, Clemson, NC State. I mean, there's a lot of talented teams and coaches that are still on this schedule. Offensively, I don't know how Miami's rated 100. Trust me, when we play that game, they will not look like that. But then you've got 5 top 20s. And then Virginia Tech, Florida. I'm sure Mike will have his stuff figured out by the end of the season. And defensively, Miami's a 6. What will help is probably this bunch right here. I'd hope offensively. Pitt and Stanford near the bottom of the league. Wait, trending that way. Clemson. Clemson won't be one to play them either. That's kind of what we're looking at. But without going back to the schedule, something that I want to look at in terms of home field. We're 0-2. 1 score game against Iowa State, late interception. 1 score game lost. Also to Boise, unable to pick up a first down there at the end, a turnover on downs after a goal line stand. Our second of the season. We have Miami at home, ranked rivalry game. We have Pitt at home, high-powered offense, and we have Wake Forest at home, high-powered offense. I know Clemson is lurking. Miami obviously is a big game, not just because it's a rival game, but because it is a conference game too. But these 3, these 2, and then Wake Forest, high-powered offenses, good offensive-minded coaches. We're going to have our hands full. I am very, very hopeful that our home field advantage can play a factor. Now, it didn't really play a factor, in my opinion, against a guy like Boise State, because he doesn't really make a ton of adjustments. Just calls us play and run. Iowa State, not big on hot routes either. I can speak to it being a difference maker playing at Georgia. If anything, like if you see something, you just want to change one route, it's risky. But a lot of times I just want to keep the running back in. That's my main concern, is just making sure I can keep the running back in. So for coaches that, come up to the line and see X, Y, and want to change to 1, 2, and 3, having that home field advantage to nerf some of those hot routes could be a big deal. Force them to run more. I mean, it's not like there aren't great stock plays, but forcing them to run the stock play, or more importantly, risking a false start. Fingers crossed that will come out good on that side. If we can have a good stretch over the next couple of blocks with that, it would be huge. We'll have to see how things play out. But lastly, look at the Massey. So looking at the Massey, right now, we're going to go down a little bit. And we sit at 65. So we're 2-2. See, we're not scoring, like we're not, I guess the best I could say is it's not like we put up a ton of points. Our games have been close. Our losses are close. We did have the bigger win against Virginia, but for the most part, all our games have come down to the last drive. Home field advantage. Well, hopefully that changes. Strength of schedule. That's going to change as we get into conference play. But right now, sitting at 2-2, sitting at 65, a long ways to go to get up here. But looking at what's ahead, you've got NC State. They sit at 3. Going down, there's more. Wake Forest sitting at 18. We'll have them. We've lost to Iowa State sitting at 19. No SMU this season. Pitt sitting at 37. Miami at 39. Lost to Boise sitting at 42. I believe there was one more. Yeah, Virginia Tech sitting at 52. So our work is Stanford sitting at 61. Stanford's ahead of me. Don't tell David that. You might brag about that. Just joke. But still have some big games coming up. We'll see what we can do. Key thing is, at this point, I guess we are what we are. We're gonna try to keep the game close and get to the final couple of minutes and just try to make more winning plays, as Chip put it. It's not about making plays at the end of games, it's making the winning plays. That's how you win the game. You make those winning plays. You know the ones I'm talking about, converting on third down, coming up with a stop on third down, making a big tackle in the open field, turning a 2-yard gain into an 11-yard game to get a first down, stuff like that. Those are winning plays. We need to make more of those. I mean, it'd be nice if we could make them in the first 3 quarters to pull away from someone, maybe, but we are what we are. We are able to hang around in games, even in moments where it seems like the momentum is against us. We're not playing our best. We're still able to find a way to hang around. And we just have to get to the 4th quarter and make it happen then.